Staying focused on your goals is essential, particularly in challenging situations such as living in a toxic relationship. It can be easy to get swept up in all that negativity and chaos around you. But when you have a clear goal in mind, a purpose, an activity, something that you want to do, which is larger, bigger than your own self, bigger than your life, then it helps you stay focused and motivated, and it helps you uh, treat the toxic relationship for what it is, unimportant. So we'll now explore how having a goal can help you stay on track and achieve success even when things are tough. Firstly, having a goal gives you direction and purpose. When you have a goal, you know where you're headed and what you want to achieve. This clarity of purpose can help you stay focused even when things get difficult. It can give you a sense of control and help you feel like you're making progress towards something important. Secondly, having a goal can help you stay motivated. Whether you're in a major adversity or you're in a toxic relationship, whatever that is, when you have something to work towards, it can be easier to find the energy and enthusiasm to keep going. Your goal can provide a source of inspiration and a reason to keep pushing through the challenges. Now, when you feel like giving up, reminding yourself of your goal can give you the boost you need to keep moving forward. And thirdly, it helps you prioritize your time and energy. When you have a clear goal in mind, you can make better decisions about how to spend your time and energy. You don't waste your time fretting over that difficult adversity you are in or that toxic relationship you're in. You're more in the action mode, more in the responsive mode. And that shifts your energy and it up levels your emotional state. So you can focus on things that are most important to you and avoid getting distracted by things that don't matter. And this can help you stay on track and make progress towards your goal, even in very challenging circumstances. And finally, a goal helps you stay positive and optimistic. When you're focused on something important, it can be easier to see the good in situations, even when things are tough. You can find meaning and purpose in the challenges you're facing, knowing that they're helping you grow and move closer to your goal. Now, examples of goals people have could be career goals, getting a promotion, starting a new job, educational goals, taking a degree, learning a new course, learning a new skill, health and fitness goals, losing weight, getting higher in your fitness and balance and running a marathon, improving health, etc. Financial goals around retirement, paying off debt, starting a business. Personal growth goals, improving your self-esteem, overcoming your fears, developing new hobbies, interests, self-confidence. Relationship goals, improving communication with your partner, finding a romantic partner, so many things. Travel goals, this can be visiting new places. Philanthropic goals, it could be volunteering, charity, raising awareness for a cause, and most importantly, spiritual goals. And this can help, include deepening your own spiritual practice, developing a stronger connection with your source, the divine power, source of inspiration, finding meaning and purpose in life, and they can involve regular meditation and prayer, attending religious and spiritual services, mindfulness, acts of service and charity, and so much more. Now we'll have material goals in our life and we'll have spiritual goals. And in today's world, a lot of us are focusing mostly on material goals such as wealth, fame, and power, and thinking that that's what's going to give us pleasure. Yes, that's needed, that's important to focus on because we want to focus on those things, but those are incomplete unless you are connected to your own higher spirituality, your spiritual reality. Now, while material goals seem appealing, they can't provide lasting happiness. I have met so many people in such high leadership positions, such high achievers, but they still feel some kind of emptiness in their life. Money is needed, success is needed, and it gives you joy, and I'm not denying that, and I'm not saying you should not go for it. But the thing is, it doesn't give you lasting happiness, and you still remain feeling incomplete inside. And I've seen so many people in the worst kind of adversities and the worst kind of toxic relationships, in the best careers, in the highest peak of their social achievements and their wealth achievements, but they're not able to tide over that adversity. And what can really help you is working on your feelings, working on your emotions, healing yourself. And we have some fantastic programs at ease to help you do that through our life coaching programs, but also working on your spiritual goals to truly help you ride your adversity, because spiritual goals help you understand you're not this body, you're much more than this body, and you have an eternal identity that is untouched by any of the stuff happening around you. All that is happening to your material identity that's connected to this body of yours. When this body ends, that identity ends. So whatever is happening to that identity. But you as a soul are different from all of these things. And that's what your spiritual goals can help you get to. And I'll share a short story of Dhruva Maharaj about how the material goals and spiritual goals and how it helped him distract himself from the adverse situation, the difficult, abusive situation he was in, and how it helped him grow. So Dhruva Maharaj, young prince, mistreated by his stepmother, denied his rightful place as an heir to the throne, denied to sit on his father's lap. And then he was driven by a desire to prove himself and, avenge the really hurtful words spoken by his stepmother, and gain his father's love. And he embarked on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual awakening. His stepmother's toxicity played a significant role in his journey towards achieving his goals. Now, initially, Dhruva was filled with anger towards his stepmother for how she treated him. However, instead of letting that anger consume him, he channeled it towards a material goal of wanting a kingdom greater than his grandfather. And he was guided by Narad Muni and his own mother. He went to the forest and focused on meditating on the Lord, as he was told that was the means to get the kingdom. And he used his anger as a driving force to motivate himself and stay focused on his goal in that adverse situation. And it helped him channel his negative emotions into positive action. Now, Dhruva Maharaj's stepmother's toxicity also played a role in his decision to leave the palace and seek spiritual enlightenment in the forest. And despite many challenges and setbacks, Dhruva remained focused and determined in his pursuit of his goal. He followed a very strict regimen of austerities, spiritual practices, which helped him cultivate a great inner strength and focus. He did not let his stepmother's toxicity or his own negative emotions deter him from his path. And his original cause was childish, as he was asking God to become his order supplier. But the Supreme Lord is kind, and even if one approaches him for material desires, he eventually gets the opportunity to become a lover of God. And as he meditated, the Lord's form that he was observing in his heart suddenly disappeared, and when he opened his eyes, he saw the Lord right in front of him. Now, being a small boy, unable to converse, unable to offer like some sincere, proper prayers and profound respects, the Lord then touched his conch shell on his head and understood his emotions as well. And then, though Dhruva had materialistic demands before seeing the Lord, his prayers were offered in the mood of devotional service after seeing the Lord. And the Lord fulfilled all his desires, including ruling over a unique, imperishable planet. And the Lord awarded him the glowing planet known as the pole star, which will continue to exist even after the dissolution of the universe. And no one's ever ruled that kingdom earlier. Now, Dhruva Maharaj realized that his original desires were childish and compared to a person who wins favor of a very rich man, but foolishly asks only for a few grain of rice. Now he finally desired simply to be a servant of the Lord, and the Lord wished Dhruva to take a spiritual planet, win this universe, and be its ruler. Now this story teaches that having a clear goal in mind helps us stay focused and motivated, helps us channel our negative emotions into positive action, into achieving our goals. And it also helps us, and when we tie it with spiritual goals, it also helps us achieve self-realization. It purifies our desire and brings us a lasting peace in our life. And there's a shloka in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Akama sarva kamo va moksha kama udaraditi vrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. So a person with broader intelligence, whether he's full of material desires, without any material desires, or desiring liberation, must by all means worship the Supreme Lord, the personality of God. And it shows that even if we begin with materialistic desires, we can direct them towards the Supreme Lord and engage in pure bhakti, and we can ultimately attain spiritual perfection and eternal happiness. So having clear and meaningful goals is not only important for success in any situation, but especially important for leading a fulfilling and purposeful life and in tiding over the adverse, difficult lives that we all live in. It's Kali Yuga. Life is tough. We're going to have all kinds of adversities around us because people are also misguided, distracted, anxious, quarrelsome. So there are going to be relationship issues all around. And when we connect ourselves with our goals, material and spiritual, they give us a sense of focus. They give us a sense of purpose. While material goals do give us some joy, it's the spiritual goals that give us that lasting deep stability, happiness, and anchoring, and deep satisfaction to the heart in times of adversity. Having a strong spiritual identity and clear goals gives us the strength and resilience, and also the Lord's mercy to overcome challenges and stay focused on the path towards self-realization. And therefore, prioritize your goals and your spiritual goals and cultivate a life where you're living deeper than getting affected, swimming in the deeper currents of the ocean, unaffected by the waves of all the different adversities and all the different toxicity that we are surrounded by.